All right, so let me explain this one. Sometimes you have to rename a page, and along with it, sometimes you have to change the URL of the page. So let's say, for example, on my website, catlinks.io, I have the page called Wall of Love. So if you want to go to it, you would go to catlinks.io/wall of love, and then it'll open up the page. But let's say that I suddenly say, you know what, Wall of Love, like, doesn't say anything. I'm going to rename it to Testimonials. So catlinks.io/testimonials. So I would go into the Wall of Love page and change the URL structure or the URL name. But if some other resources online have already indexed or are linking to my Wall of Love slug, then guess what? It's going to be a 404. So you have to create a 301 redirect from the Wall of Love URL to the new one that's called Testimonials. So all in good. You do the 301 redirect and that's it. Now, what do you need to check with this tip specifically? Avoid unneeded internal link redirects. So if you created a redirection from your Wall of Love to Testimonials, make sure that any internal links in your website that were pointing or are right now pointing to your Wall of Love URL are now pointing to your Testimonials page. So in other words, if you change the URL of a page and do a redirection, make sure any internal links you have pointing to the old one are pointing now to the new one. It will still work if it's pointing to the old one because you have a redirection going, but it's not ideal to have the system go through a redirect or the users to go through a redirect over to the new page. Just change the link over to the new page. It's that easy, all right? So that's the tip. Go check that. Make sure that if you recently have changed any of the page's URLs and did a 301 redirect, that any internal links that you have on your website to that is actually pointing to the new one and not to the old one, regardless if it's working because there's a redirection in between. Have it point to the new one.